Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here with another video to entertain or assist you in becoming the better Injustice 2 player. And this video is all about Raiden? Nah, it's about if I were to balance Injustice 2, what I would do differently. I'm going to go through some characters that I thought either were not buffed enough or not nerfed enough. If I don't mention a character, that's because I think they're probably fine the way they are. But yeah, let's kind of just get into it. So let's start with the elephant in the room, shall we? Firestorm. I would nerf Firestorm because I think he didn't need a lot of the buffs he got originally. So what I would do, I would not touch the Vortex. I think the Vortex is fine as it is, as long as he's not able to build his trait. I would take away that trait building thing completely. I would also take away his increased back 3. The range on that, unneeded, unnecessary. He already has a really good command of the neutral with the Molten Trap. Doesn't need that whatsoever. The only thing that I think that would leave from the original buff is for his jump 1. His jump 1 to be a little bit better. That's basically it. I think other than that, I think the Vortex is fine as long as he builds his trait up the way that his trait's supposed to be, managed. That makes him a little bit, makes it a little bit more threatening and gives him that comeback potential without being increasingly overpowered. Darkside, I don't think needed that down 1 nerf that they gave him. Also, I would probably just extend the range on his knee just a little bit farther so he had a little bit of control over the neutral. That's all I would change about Darkside. Supergirl, I like what they did with giving her some sort of a weakness now, which is in pressure. One thing that I would probably give her is take away the fact that she needs to use a bar of meter for the meter burn lasers, but also have a longer cooldown if she reaches 0 bar on her trait. So for example, how Adam, if he waits his whole trait bar to get out, he has longer recovery. Same with Supergirl. If she drains her trait meter fully, she has to wait like an extra second or something before it starts coming back. I think that would be a fair trade. And that would also kind of give her another weakness in zoning that you really have to be careful with your trait management there. So Catwoman, I think the nerfs that they gave her and everything, that she's fine the way that she is. The only thing I would probably change on her is just some of the ridiculous low profiling with that back 3. I don't think it's needed for the character. I could be very wrong about this, but that's just the change that I would make, and then everyone would yell at me. But I think with the nerfs and everything that they gave her, on top of the fact that her low profiling is gone, she'd have to rely on the armored back 3 like everybody else. I think that's fair. Raiden, I would greatly increase the range of his forward 2 or his forward 2 1+3, I think it is in this game. I'd also make that plus on block, +2. He definitely needs something in the neutral. He really lacks it right now, and teleports just don't do it for him. Outside of that, he does good damage. He has some plus frames, he has some frame traps, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think if you give him one good neutral move that kind of allows him to start his pressure, that would completely change the game for Raiden. I think that's the only change that he would need. Captain Cold definitely needs some help. I think that I'm not sure if this is already done. I'm a little bit rusty on my Captain Cold knowledge. I think everybody is at this point. But I think the 1-2 into low ground freeze should combo. I think that does he have a third hit off that 1-2-2? If not, I would add in a third hit, and so it'd be like high overhead overhead. So then it's a 50-50 between like a overhead overhead or an overhead low kind of deal. I think that would give him a little bit more of a mix-up game and help him get a little bit more damage and build his trait a little bit faster. Also increase the startup on his trait activation too. Don't increase the speed at which he gains it, but just increase the speed a little bit at which it starts and which it ends. So maybe there could be some combos where you could use it in to help him build a little bit better. Don't know if that would break him or not, but maybe Catwoman would be hard counterpick, but who likes Catwoman anyways, right? So Black Adam, what I would do is give him kind of the Supergirl treatment. I would change his down 1 to 9 frames. Even though he's plus on a lot of stuff, this would eliminate a lot of his frame traps, giving you kind of options around his pressure. He still does have some good options in that aspect, but I would also reduce the trait activation by 5 frames down to 15 instead of 10. I know that's a bit of a leap, but that's a very good move, probably the best trait in the game to be honest, so I think that's more than fair. Gorilla Grodd, I would probably just undo the stance change cancels that they do, and I would keep the trait activation buffs that they gave him in the last patch. I think that would make him fair and viable again. Maybe even like A tier, I had him as like my bottom 3, and now I think he's A tier, so. I feel like Joker needs something as well, but I don't know exactly what to give him, because I don't know the character that well, so I'll rely on you guys here. Post in the comments what you think you'd give to Joker, whether it's a buff, maybe it's a nerf, maybe you think he's overpowered, I don't know. Post in the comments and let's talk about it. But that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, because it really helps me out. And subscribe, because we make new videos every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.